Good number, Tonto.
What are you doing, Teddy? No live, seeing if anybody's out there. Who just came in?
83.
You see Teddy. Who we got out there?
From Baxter, Tennessee.
Huh?
Baxter,
All
Tennessee.
right. I know. There, did I get you dizzy? Hold on. Here's Teddy. Lori. How you doing, Lori? Here's Teddy Bone. So I'll tell you what we did today. We're in Baxter, Tennessee. I don't know how many people are going to come in here today, but I can't stay here all night. I'm tired. We've been riding from Memphis, Tennessee to Baxter, Tennessee. It's 288 miles. That's it's close to 6 hours of riding on a motorcycle. You're sending the love. I appreciate it. But I'm hanging out with this guy. He met me at my buddy's place in Memphis, Tennessee, and we're gonna do these truck stops the whole way up to Pennsylvania. I should be in Pennsylvania by Saturday. That's what I'm thinking for now, Teddy. And Teddy got friends. Teddy got friends. But Teddy rode with me all day. I'll show you where we are. We're at a truck stop. We're at a Love's truck stop. Look, Teddy, he don't like it when I leave. Come on. All right. We're at a Love's truck stop. And right there's my bike. So the cool thing about this ride is I got a place to sleep every night. I don't have to put up with the tent. I don't have to put it up. I don't have to take it down. And we're right here in the Love's truck stop. And we're probably going to do truck stops all the way back to Pennsylvania, because I'm going to be staying the nights in this camper. I'll be staying the nights in this motorhome. And so this guy's he's following me all the way up to Pennsylvania. So we're figuring 2-3 more nights at the most. And we're just getting shit done, man. We got a new sticker. I should have had that sticker a long time ago. But you can see these stickers. There's the me and Teddy sticker. See all them stickers. I've I've been all over the place. There's stickers all over the motorcycle. They're just everywhere. Anyway, Big Teddy. He won't get out of my sight. So we're gonna camp in this camper at these truck stops. He's following me. He spent the winter down in Yuma, Arizona. So he lives in Pennsylvania, lives in Williamsport, Pennsylvania area. And he spends the winter down in Yuma, Arizona for his first time. I met this guy at Sturgis, South Dakota during the bike rally this year. Everybody loves Teddy. Everybody loves Teddy. But it's a little cold out here. It's a little cold out here. Got hot, the jacket, the sweater on. I ain't used to this. Doesn't seem to bother Teddy at all, but I ain't used to this temperature. I'll tell you that right now. I'm used to 90 degrees all the time. 90 degrees during the day, 75 during the night. That's what I'm used to. Man, the bike runs so much different without the packs being on. It runs, I don't have to carry my packs. I'm riding the bike just as it is. No packs on. All my packs are all bundled up. It's hard to believe. This is what's hard to believe. You see that right there? Can you see that right there? That's all my packs are on the back of this guy's Jeep. That's hard to believe that all that goes on that Harley. Robert Simmons, you live in Pennsylvania. Where do you live at in Pennsylvania? Oh, it's Robert Stimmel. Hey man, I live in Pennsylvania. Well, I'm headed to York, Pennsylvania. I'm headed to York, Pennsylvania. By Morgantown. Oh, Westchester area. Right on. Right on. I know that area. I know that area pretty good. There it is. Look at Teddy. Seven people in here. Hey, who's all in here? Who's all in here? Brian, you in here? I've been in the sunshine all day. I just rode 5.5 hours in the sun. We're just getting in this truck stop. My favorite thing to do. But we're not putting up the tent, people. We're not going to put up the tent today. As you can see, I'm riding bare bones. I'm not even carrying my packs with me. Nothing. I get to do this in a dry run. The only thing that's on that bike other than me is Teddy. We did 288 miles today. We came from Memphis, Tennessee to we're about 14 miles away from Cookeville, Tennessee on Highway 40. So we came diagonal all the way across Tennessee. Tomorrow we should be somewhere around Roanoke, Virginia. That's what we're shooting for. Right on. Who else we got in here? We got 6 people. Who's in here? Teddy. Yeah, that's a long ride. I'll say this. I've done 800-mile rides in one day. And that'll kill you on a bike. That's a hell of a ride. You hurt. It's not fun. 300 miles in a day is my maximum anymore. I like going 200 miles a day. I'm out here to enjoy it. Right now I'm pushing for time. When I'm pushing for time, I'm aiming to be somewhere by Saturday night, Sunday morning. So when I'm pushing for time, I don't mind going 300 miles a day. And I kind of figure it that way. Yeah, cramp up. You ain't shitting. Your hands cramp up. From holding the throttle back the whole time. Big Dan, still cold up here in New York. Just lost our snow last week. Well, I'm not coming to New York now. I ain't doing New York, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't doing New York until it gets warm. My idea is, man, there's so many opportunities coming up. I have an opportunity to go back to South Carolina. I have an opportunity in Quebec, Canada. I have opportunities are just popping up left and right. But yeah, I was thinking if I go to Canada, I will be going through. I'm going to go up through the Adirondacks and head into Canada. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We're at the truck stop, another Love's truck stop in Baxter, Tennessee. The closest major city is Cookeville, and that's about 14 miles down the road, headed east. Fascinating adventure. Well, it is. So a fellow one time asked me what it cost to do this ride. I was just showing a friend of mine the amount of traveling I did since the end of July last year. Anyway, let me get back on track. But somebody asked me one time the cost of traveling the way I do. And the only thing that I could come out and honestly say to him was it would cost him his life. It would cost him his life as he knows it, because this will change your life like you have no idea. This will change your life. But yes, it's been a very fascinating adventure. That's a good run through the Atlantic Pacific, man. Yeah. I probably wouldn't do 87. I probably would just run the mountain range and have a hell of a good time. I've been up there before. I know some people up there, and I know some really cool places. Darla, hello. Right on. Right on. That's what I say. Mine 22, right on. That's my saying. Don't be stealing my words now. But yeah, so the idea is I'm gonna hang out in York, Pennsylvania for a little bit. I got some work to do on my bike. I got some hanging out with some friends and family. I got some things that I need to do while I'm there. I'm waiting on registration through Alabama to arrive up there. So I got a lot of things. I got to work on this bike. So, and you guys will be there to see everything. You'll see what I do, how I get it ready for another long run. You guys wouldn't believe what I did. Since July of last year, I left York, Pennsylvania, drove all the way through the northern states, across Highway 80 to South Dakota, to Sturgis, South Dakota. Then I went up into Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Northern California, took the Pacific Coast Highway all the way down to San Francisco and cut into the eastern mountains of California. Hung out there, ran around, went out into the Mojave Desert, found a really cool place out there. Went all the way down to Slab City at the bottom of California, went into Yuma, Arizona, met one of the coolest people along the road trip. And she was so cool, she even went with me to Puerto Penasco, Rocky Point Motorcycle Rally inside Mexico. One of the largest bike rallies in Mexico. Left there, went all the way around the Sea of Cortez or the Bay of California, whatever you want to call it. Went completely down the California Baja Sur from top all the way to Cabo, turned around, came halfway back up that peninsula, catch the ferry from La Paz to Mazatlan, and from Mazatlan, Sinaloa, I went to Sayulita, and then over into Guadalajara, up into the Jungle Mountains, and then through the high desert, down into the low deserts, into Laredo, Texas, and here we are today, Baxter, Tennessee. And we did that all since July of last year. Unbelievable. I can get all the stats. I have Google Maps tracking every move just for shits and giggles. So it's just really funny to see what the stats are.
No, I might talk to stop today. I thought it's
Mine 22, Brian's sister. Brian Batten, or Bratton. Brian the Brat. Is that who we're talking about? Do I work rallies? I do work the rallies. And sometimes it dictates what I'm doing. If I'm not catching jobs on these rides, you'll see. I just did it. I stayed with a good buddy of mine in Memphis, Tennessee. I didn't freeload. I got there and I got to work right away. I got there Thursday night. I was at work 7 o'clock in the morning Friday. and we were out doing exchange, HVAC. I do all kinds of stuff. If I hop farms and I get a lot of farm work, if I get some heavy equipment work, it just depends on what kind of work I'm getting as to how much work I will do at a motorcycle rally. But I do run motorcycle rallies. I pop in and I pop out, and sometimes I'm there for a good long time. If you really want to catch me, you can catch me in Sturgis this year. I'll guarantee you I'll be there. Generally there, I'm usually there for 6 weeks. I know it's only a 7-day affair or a 10-day affair, but I get there way early and I stay way long, and you guys would not believe Sturgis is not, the motorcycle rally at Sturgis is not the only thing that goes on at Sturgis. There's all kinds of stuff going on in Sturgis, South Dakota all summer long. It is a hot spot. So yeah, I do work rallies, not all the time though. Okay, I'm saying, do you have any breakdown problems? I do. You want to check this out right now. This is kind of comical. I don't have a flashlight with me. Yeah, I do. You got a flashlight? Yep. Turn your phone on. This is a buddy of mine. He's the one that owns the camper. He's a good friend of mine. I met him at Sturgis. But check this out. This right here is my kickstand operation. This is a bungee cord on there with 2 zip ties, clamped to this, runs up behind the peg of the passenger, up and around the saddlebag, and over here, and it's clamped. That's the current situation. That's the current situation. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I got a leaking seal in the front fork. That can wait. I'm making it. What I'm doing right now, I named this ride from Texas to Pennsylvania the Rig It and Run. Because I know once I get to Pennsylvania, I got a place where I can tear this bike down and work on it. But this is the Rig It and Run. Now, if it was something major, I'd be taking care of it. Right there it is. Oh boy, is she dirty. She is just dirty. I'll tell you what, you could pull the layers of dirt off of that bike, and it would read to you like pages in a book, a story you could not believe. All right, so Big Dan, that's an epic ride for sure. Yeah, that's a hell of a ride, but you ain't seen nothing yet. So I had other plans of doing something really bizarre, but because of the borders heading into Central America being extremely dangerous, and that's coming firsthand information from people that I know in other countries, was not worth my ride. But next winter, I will be going back to Memphis, Tennessee in the fall. And there I am going to prepare my bike for a ride that you guys cannot even imagine. I am going to take my bike all the way down to the Darien Jungle. Now, if you don't know where that is, that's at the bottom of the country of Panama in Central America. That's the plan. That was the plan this year, but I had to back out of it. Not due to money, because I had a chance of making money while I was there. But because of the danger. But next year, there's nothing stopping me. I've figured out some things, I've talked to some people, and I know a way. Mine 22, yes. What's a yes about? Brian's on here. Hey, what's up, man? So I'm staying in this camper right here. I think it's a 36-foot motorhome. slide out. He's got a Bronco that he pulls. I met this fella in Sturgis. He spent the winter in Yuma, Arizona, and now he is chasing his way back to somewhere around Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and he is chasing me the whole way. So I don't have to worry about putting tents up. I don't have to worry about taking tents down. I go in here and I sleep on the couch. I take you in there, but it's kind of like his private domain. So we'll just leave it like that. You can see it's a nice unit. It's a very nice unit. I think of camping at Sturgis, but not Raleigh. Yeah, I'll tell you what. There is tons of places to go all around Sturgis, and you can camp 100% free. Up to 14 days. Longer if you keep your trash to a minimum and keep your area cleaned up. But there's so much to do up there. There's so much to be had up there. I can try and put it all in a video, but I would never accomplish it. It would just have me extremely busy. But there is so much to do in Sturgis. Alright, Darla, that's the start. Alright, good night, Darla. Have fun at work. I say that like it's not a big deal. And I understand it is a big deal. Russell. You always miss these. But you're not missing this one. What's on your mind? What's on your mind, Russell? The natives were hungry. What's that? Heck, next year, what a ride. I'm telling you. So, with all the difficulties that I had with my planning of getting down there, I got a phone call coming in. I just gotta let that go. With all the difficulties of getting down in there, the problems that I was having in Mexico, and there weren't major problems, but I could tell what was going on, and it just wasn't suitable for the ride. I throw myself out a lot of dangerous areas, but there's a fine line between stupid and crazy. And I might get to that fine line on stupid. A lot of things I do is crazy. I hardly ever crossed the line of stupid. And that just would have been stupid. Again, did you like Sayulita Campground? Sayulita Campground was absolutely incredible. And the actual name of that place is Camaron. So in Spanish, Camaron is shrimp. But that is the name of that campground. That was absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what. So it was 200 pesos a day to camp there. You had bathroom facilities, shower shitters, all that stuff. But 30 feet away, you had the beach. The Pacific Ocean was right there making noise for you all night long. It was incredible. 200 pesos a day is the equivalent of, well, I guess right now, $9.70. I'm doing great, Russ. Russ, I'll probably be back in your area too. When I come down out of Sturgis, I have an opportunity, either one, go to Vancouver, or two, head to Colorado. But I'm going to take a little journey on the way to Colorado, and I'll probably be popping in your area. Another one of those camping in the camping at the playground conversations. That was a good time, Ross. Yeah, they stole my jacket in Sayulita. Here's the upsetting part about that. That jacket was made in Peru. It was gotten in Peru. That jacket is made out of alpaca wool. And that was an incredible jacket. I love that jacket. It was my coat of many colors. It was a lot of things. It had a lot of memories. It's been with me for a long time, and it did. It got stolen. Big Dan, any power access I have to charge? I can tell you this. If you're going to camp in the free area out in the Black Hills, you're not going to have power. What you can do is there are people that come down there in RVs, and there are people that bring a generator, and I've seen this happen multiple times. I've done it myself. You can go over there and offer them a couple bucks to fire that thing up and pay for the gas or whatever, and they'll fire it up and let you use the power. You're damn right, Russell. That was an amazing time. And this just goes to show you. So Russell, I met Russell in Wyoming. I ain't gonna pick out particular names of places and stuff like that. But I was coming through there and it was getting really late at night and I couldn't find a place to camp, but I wanted to be close to town. And so I did one of those things where it's easier to ask for how does that go? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. And that's what it was. And I snuck in there, and I'll tell you, it kind of looked like a campground. He tells me you can camp there. I don't know. The cops came in the morning. They wanted to know what the hell I was doing and that I should be moving on. Maybe it was just the way I looked. Maybe they didn't give me enough time to talk. I probably would have blew their mind. But anyway, shortly after that, I'm getting ready to pack up my stuff, and I'm playing with Teddy and having a coffee, and Russ pulls in. And we started a conversation. How about it, Russ? Thought it went about 10 minutes, and then it ended up being for 2 hours. Something like that anyway. Cool, Russ. Hey, you do what you do. Look, man, if you're hurting, don't do that. I'm going to be the first one to tell you. I don't mind donations, and I work. I just got done working, and I'm doing good. I got money in my pocket. There's no need to worry about it. Maybe save it for a rainy day. But yeah, I mean, if you ain't got it, don't be giving it to me. Look, I ain't new to this game. And if you don't think I can't find work, you just witnessed one right back in Memphis, Tennessee. I do it all over the place. I will work. As a matter of fact, if I got a sign, I'll go beg for work. I don't beg for people's money. I'm not a freeloader. I don't run my life off of everybody else's dime. If you care to donate to me because you like what you see, or you want to contribute to the project, or you want to buy a treat for Teddy, I'm fine with that. But just know this, I am no freeloader. You'll never hear anybody say that I came in and did nothing for them. I make it a point to be that way, unless that is what the agenda is. If I'm coming there to work, you will get work out of me. Yeah, Russ, that was, that was a hell of a spiritual, that conversation went really deep. That was, man, I go through that so often. That was freaking amazing. I remember it, and I remember it well. I can tell you exactly what we talked about, and that was a killer conversation. Yeah, I think I was happy to sit and talk with you too. Big Dan, I have a battery pack in my tool bag. Hey, so I got packs. I got packs that I run on my bike that charge all the time. Look, if you're gonna have a problem with the CPAP, I'm telling you, worst case scenario, you can take that CPAP machine. I'm just telling you what I would do. I'm not telling you that it's okay to do, but you can go downtown Sturgis, you can pay $15. There's a month, I think it's $30 for the entire month, or $7 a day. I forget what it is, but it's like $30 for the whole month, and you can go down there and you can take showers every day, 5 times a day. You can use their swimming pool, you can use their weight room. It's a community center during Sturgis. It's wide open, and you can go down there and just give it to one of the ladies behind the desk and tell them to plug it in for you. And then go take a shower, take a lap in the pool, take another shower, and head into town. Town is 1 block away, and you'll be right on Main Street, and you can go out there and enjoy yourself, and then come back and pick up your shit, and you should be good. I would do that. Yeah, them cops do that, man. Yeah, I know about the cops. There's good cops, there's bad cops. There's cops with a chip on their shoulder, and there's cops with a smile on their face. I get it. I get it. I've been around a lot of them. When you get here. Yeah. We'll start a fire. I'll show you some good steak eaten with a fire and a piece of slate. Will blow your mind. Big Dan, awesome, thank you, I appreciate it. No problem, Dan, I'm telling you, that's what I would do. Here's the other thing, is nobody's going to let you fall down. If you come back to the Black Forest, this isn't Daytona, I'm going to tell you that. This is a whole other kind of bike rally. This is not Daytona. These folks are they're gonna help you out. But yes, we're here at the Loves. And I get to ride the bike without any packs on. He's carrying all the packs inside the camper. I'm getting to sleep in there. What a lazy ride. But on the other hand, I'm pushing 300 plus miles a day. That's what we're gonna do. We're going to try and be in Pennsylvania definitely by Sunday morning. Cybermaster Sean from Colorado. How you doing out there, Sean? Yeah, come on. Come on, Big Dan. I'll meet you somewhere. If I don't come back down to South Carolina, I'll meet you somewhere. You just come on. You come on. I'm telling you, you'll be taken care of. Don't worry about a thing. This bike ride is completely different. The people that stay in the Black Forest are completely different than the people downtown. I'm telling you right now, you'll find a family in a matter of minutes. Yeah. Yeah, look at that big camper. Yeah, some bit. Look at this thing. This thing's incredible. Look at the size of that thing. It's got 2 slide outs on this side. Alright, Russ, you take it easy, brother. Keep your head up. That's how you see your future. You don't walk around with your head down. Keep your head up. That's how you see your future. Big Dan, I'm down with that shit. I'm down with that shit. I'm down with that shit. So, let me tell you, I lived in the woods of Tennessee on a farm for a long time, in a tent or in a shipping container. Completely off grid. Completely off grid. And that's why I know how to do this so well. I can do without a lot of things. But yeah, if you're in New York, I got you mixed up with somebody else. Big Dan, if you're in New York and you want a long run, I don't know how much time you got, but I'll tell you this, if I'm still in Pennsylvania, I will be leaving the weekend after the 4th of July. The weekend following the 4th of July, I will be leaving York, Pennsylvania with the destination of getting to Sturgis. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a slow roll. And there's going to be a couple stops along the way. And we're going to hang out. And then we're going to pick up and get moving. We might stay a day or two here and there. So that's the way I do it. So if you're interested in that, Big Dan, there you got that. Just pay attention to my Facebook and my YouTube, and you'll know when to get a hold of me through a private message, and we can line things up. But the weekend following the 4th of July, I will definitely be leaving York, Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to do some traveling around up in Pennsylvania. Some travel around, some visiting. Yeah, right on. Well, I'll be posting up here. Just like you just heard. You just heard my basic itinerary. You just heard my itinerary there. So, and it won't be the last time you hear it. Look at this guy. I don't know why the lights are on back here. Look at Teddy. Teddy. Hey, Daddy. Get him out. Hey, Teddy boy. Get him out. What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Huh? Look, Daddy. Well, I'm going to cut this short. We got 45 minutes into it. I want to get some sleep. We're going to try and get up early and get a move on. These 6-hour run days are a booger. They wear you out. Although tomorrow's supposed to be a really nice day. In low 80s. I don't know. It's going to be a good day to push 300 or more miles. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming up here. Teddy and I both appreciate every one of you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And you have a good night. And find your freedom on two wheels. The spirit's in the wind. Go get it. There you go. There you have it. And we'll see you down the road.